their ridiculous ideas about women. How many great warriors have they ignored? Even if I can't care about this other, I'm not much further than the grave. The truth is that the great clerics of Bandor abandoned the cut during the war. Abandoned us at Karja.
You may be chief, but you will never be Bandor.
Even if I care about this other, I'm not much further than the grave. It would be wise.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. No, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but so have I.
Aratak told me you were...
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. No Banuk has more sheer will. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never Instead, he complains that life with me is right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
What are we gonna find up?
Ruins. Machines. And a door. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know.
It hasn't been easy for you, or...
It was all to hear her voice again. This time.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! Awaits.
It's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the
nearest
old ones.
exit.
What is this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Here.
Aloy,
Up and over.
were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
Only you can hear them. A and B. What do they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. we'll find another way. This projector? Maybe to show holograms without focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get in.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. Cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being.
We've More machines. Make ready. I don't put much stock in songs and deeds, but that battle was a first.
Now, Aloy, the door.
Let's find out. That pillar. It's like a giant spear. Aimed into the fire below.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits, lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
All right. Here we go. This way.
This is a place for machines.
I'm with you, brother. You stay.
Should be able to clear that for now. We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross. Stay out of their way for now. I need to get across to extend the bridge. This should get me up there. Okay, let's see what this does. That's it. Here they come. Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think. This place looks more like a mountain. The Damon ruined it.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build possible recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their network.
Spirit speaks to me.
It's a recording. Christus. What name is that?
Perhaps Spirit will tell us if messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that it... I mean, she need to go into a coma, maybe for years. And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
Machines being made, as the Spirit said.
Frost claws.
And lots of them. I'll try to find a way through. Should give me the upper hand. Luck's with me. Need to get a ray and Molotov across. That should do it.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the David. And it may have found one.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. That means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies.
if I can destroy that.
Find a way.
Sideways, too. Been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon, and it may have found one. Huh. These things go sideways, too. suppose we'll have a lot easier time getting here. to find out.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed. barbaric countermeasures. Recapture protocol initiated.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the hidden restraint. One has been exposed, but I am
Unauthorized call returned. Scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
What will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it. Cyan said something about restraints. Is that the tower's fault? We either need to destroy this thing or override it. that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defense system operative.
Please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
One of those?
It's the only way! Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
All of my interactions with Araya were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Araya's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Araya's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this...
Cyan,
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems, but it was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me.
This firebreak project.
Yes, I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what...
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow. Years after his tenure, he explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director.
Was the daemon Hephaestus?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not...
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come in?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced, eager to make contact. I accepted. This decision turned out I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Aurea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my... It succeeded via a background process. A malware. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most...
I'm sorry. That sounds...
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as...
What do you think Hephaestus...
A software entity of great complexity. From the beginning, it has demonstrated a singular focus. The construction of... My trace routes indicate that to accomplish this, it has attempted to take over the manufacturing centers you refer to as... But its efforts have only been partially... Some, it can penetrate. Others have robust countermeasures that frustrate its efforts. In me, however, it found an easier target. Not only could it break my defenses, I also controlled all of Firebreak's resources, raw material, manufacturing to bootstrap more advanced tools.
Enough to build its own cauldron.
Yes. To construct hunter-killers without external and yet, it does have internal. It wants to kill humans, but not to exterminate them. It is difficult to understand where it draws the line, and why.
Difficult doesn't even begin to cover it.
Even though I spent years as its unwilling servitor, its core programming remains a mystery to me.
You meant a lot to Aurea.
Once I understood Aurea's spiritual, she felt disconnected from her tribe, and our visits seemed to help her. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Aurea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our role...
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. How has Ara talked?
He is in great emotional I will do what I can to help. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process
So in the old world, this land was called Yellow...
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since...
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam?
Yes. It was converted to serve as a reserve. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project. and its last human workers replaced by pharaohs. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient...
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to and there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret. Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
What was the old world like?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues.
You still had more exposure than me.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to the recovery was successful, beginning an era of though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not.
What kind of upheaval caused?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, but these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced...
So, there wasn't enough room for people...
Yes. Billions were displaced, and millions perished, as much as until the clawback.
So things got better?
Yes. These crises instigate... Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2... It seems my assessment was...
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my...
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is... So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be...
It would. Because at heart, you want to be honest, right?
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your... I may be able to provide...
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing. All the winters coming at once.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. Though I grieve for her passing, at last, for so long she told me. If only you could have heard it, brother. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, we'd already had a chieftain before me.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's...
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. Your practice.
Just like in the cauldron. Easy, easy. this? Start. One of the fire claws from Thunderstrom. scanning for me. It's Aratak. 2 fire claws. This is gonna be tough.
I can help with those.
We have to stop meeting like this.
We will. When these are driven from our land.
Thanks. 2 of us, 2 of them.
Their numbers are much depleted, thanks to you. We shall end this threat and keep... She speaks as the shamans do. Only clearer.
Take care of each other, Hartok.
Farewell.
Fireclaw. There's frost between my teeth.
I heard. Aratak told me about...
I'm...
No apologies. Each time I doubt... Which will have to be...
the fire cloth.
It's a dire task, but it occupies my attentions.
I'd like to think you're right, Nelt.
I think every goal she has... The songs say that at least for a...
You don't sound like you...
Oh, Rhea inspired. Whatever we encountered, I don't know.
You earned a
Do you?
I wouldn't have said it if...
And I suppose I'd...
I've already found the fire claws.
That's it then. That's the last of the Dame. The Cut is a safer place to live because...
I'm glad I could be a part...
As are we all, Ayla.